Hi, my name is Ian Starr. I work with Heather Anderson. I'm a real estate agent, a rental property investor, and entrepreneur, and I help people just like you. So we've talked about goals, we've talked about money, right, which is very important, and time, which is also important. And now we're here to talk about the where. What is your tolerance for investing in another city? Can you invest in another city? Are they cities that you have read about before? I think you should focus on major markets. Consider Atlanta, Houston, Chicago, Florida, North Carolina, and of course, Dallas. And when in doubt, just pick DFW. Multi-city plans are a very advanced level of real estate investing. What we're here to talk to you about is kind of the 101 level, okay? You need to be able to duplicate what you have built over and over, and doing that in multiple cities can be difficult. So that's why we suggest starting in a single area, a single market, right, when you start out and go from there. Insurance agents need to be licensed in the state you're working in. The lender needs to be licensed in the state you're working in most of the time. You got to understand different property codes for the state or market you're in. Know their income tax, or if they have a state income tax, and different LLCs. You will need to understand the different time zones. If you're an investor in California and you're doing business in Florida, there's going to be a bit of a time difference, and there's going to be a bit of a lag. Could be forward, it could be backwards. But you got to understand when you are meeting with part of your team, you got to know their schedule and know what time it is where they are at. So it's much easier to do it in an area that you're in, which hence this is why this is an advanced part of it. Where are the good schools? Do you want a rental where the good schools are? Of course you do. People want to rent in great school districts. People will also rent in good school districts. Well, what does that mean? Okay. You need to look at the rankings, size of class, cities' focus on the schools, the funding that they pour into those schools with zoning changes. That could happen, but a good resource to use is the website TEA. You could use third-party websites that do rate schools, but just know that if they don't have the correct information that is directly from the schools like the TEA, information could be skewed. It's good to be close to highways, airports, major work hubs, and the nuances in the areas where maybe possible floods and flood windows, like in Florida, issues in Michigan with radon in the basements, and foundation issues like Texas. It's good to just understand the market area where you want to be in, because that's going to be very important in determining if you like what you're doing. So in considering the where, understand that it's just a part of the whole. Okay? It's very important, just like the money, just like the time. But what you need to understand is the area you're wanting to work in. Are you comfortable in that area? Do you understand that area? Do the professionals you're working with understand that area? Where is going to be where you're going to have to put a lot of time and effort into. So make sure you're comfortable with that where and that area that you're going to be working in. And it's also very important that your team understands the where as well, because they're going to be the professionals that are helping you in that area.